So small a chance to have ectopic pregnancy. But you got it. You and your husband just hugged together and cried so hard. Why us? Hi Manru, how are you now? I'm calling you from 7 years later. I know it's actually very difficult to really go through it. You get married at the age of 24, hoping to have your kids early as what you planned. Just 1 year after you get married, you tested positive, and then we broke the news to our parents. We celebrated it. Remember, it was a night with sharp pain. You actually rushed to the A&E to get yourself checked. You're wondering why did this sharp pain came. We went through rounds and rounds of check. So we were giving a piece of paper to explain the situation that was happening. You had an ectopic pregnancy. Ectopic pregnancy is a pregnancy that happens outside of the uterus in the fallopian tube. And it means that this pregnancy is not viable, and then you have to remove it, either by surgery or through a treatment called MTX, which is a cancer treatment that removes the pregnancy from your body. You thought to yourself, why me? Why do I have to go through this? And then you look at your husband at the side, just waiting together, researching on what is the best option out of this. Could you have kept the baby within you? You were thinking. The doctor explained to you, since your HCG level was less than 5,000, you had a 1 chance to take the NTX. So you thought, maybe at the age of 25, there's still another chance to conceive on that same fallopian tube in future. And we went into a room with other cancer patients. Being the youngest there, you look at everyone and you took the injection. Pain, not so much. It was a feeling of numbness, the hope that this pregnancy goes away. And after the 1 week mark, the doctor's verdict, the half-life was not happening the right way. You are still in a huge risk of this fetus or this pregnancy causing an internal bleeding within. You thought hard this was only your first pregnancy. The way ahead, which seems far, might still happen for your future pregnancy. You decided to just keep it there. Let's go and trust the process again for one last time, which we did. We saw the bleeding happened at the end of the journey of the 2 weeks, eventually tested for the HCG to be exactly 0, which marks the end of the journey. I remember you, your mother, your husband took a selfie outside the clinic to remind yourself that you have braved through this journey. It was hard, I know. It was really hard coming back and to tell yourself that it's gonna work out. You can't help but compare the journey with others, but you have decided to trust the journey. You decided to lean on love, that you love your marriage, you love the life that you're having together. Maybe something could change. You're so glad that you did not give up. We named him Abel to give a symbolic meaning to our family, to always remember this story that we had. Because Abel is the second son of Adam and Eve. This story perfectly depicts the scene. Or we can't count an ectopic pregnancy as a true pregnancy, I believe, in scientific terms, but we wanted to have a story that put everything together. Sometimes it might feel like a lonely journey. You feel like maybe people might not understand, but you have decided to stand firm on this journey and to really be an advocate, to be an open platform and use your voice and your courage to talk about it. A loss is a loss. As long as you don't give up, there's always light at the end of the journey. Sometimes it's so important to believe in the hope and the in-betweens and to have faith in the steps that you're taking as long as you're led towards the place of love. And that will keep you going for a long time. Alright, it's great talking to you. I hope you continue to grow in ways you want to, and see you. Bye-bye.